Yes, very well done. Stephen Kerr.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, let me say it's a pleasure to follow my friend, the member for East Renfrewshire. And can I also say to the honourable friend, the member from Murray, how much I enjoy watching him perform his duties as an assistant referee. And can I also say to him that we are very proud of what he has done to carry Scotland's saltire into international arenas. And certainly on this side, and I think on this side of the House as well, I can say that with no fear of contradiction. It is an enormous privilege to be the Member of Parliament for Stirling, and that privilege takes on even more gloriousness when we consider the contribution that Stirling makes to the sporting life of the United Kingdom. Stirling, we've already heard about Sir Andy Murray, but Stirling also has produced some great competitors like the legendary Billy Bremner. Who can forget how fierce a competitor he was in football? And then there was Gary and Steven Caldwell, famous twin boys who, by the way, we actually bought their parents' house from them. And then the renowned jockey, Willie Carson, who's also a star of Question of Sport and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And then we have from Stirling Anna Sloan, who's Scotland's pride in curling. And curling's been mentioned a few times, which I'm very grateful to have heard curling mentioned as often as it has. The Scottish National Curling Academy is actually based in Stirling, and that academy has produced Olympic gold and Commonwealth gold for Team GB and for Scotland. And that's based at the Peak in Stirling. We've also got, Mr. Speaker, the oldest curling stone in the world in the Stirling Smith Museum, dating from 1511, and we've also got the oldest football in the world, which was found in the rafters of Stirling Castle from the time of Mary Queen of Scots. So that's the history. But we also have a proud football tradition in Stirling now. We have Stirling Albion, and we've got other great clubs like the Milton Football Club based in Bannockburn, who play in the Scottish Amateur Football Association Caledonian League. And they do some fantastic work working with the community. I'd also like to mention swimming. When it comes to swimming, Stirling is a superpower. If Stirling was a country at the Commonwealth Games, we would have been in the top 5 for medals in swimming, and we would have been 17th in the Commonwealth League table for medals, ahead of 23 other countries. Can I also mention basketball's been mentioned a few times. Let me mention the Stirling Knights. They have won 19 national titles and have produced 30 players who to play for Scotland, and they are winners. They won the Scottish Cup, the League Cup, and they won a tournament for youth in Spain. When it comes to rugby, Stirling County is an incredible club with an incredible legacy and tradition, have produced great players for Scotland, and have a big game with Hoyt, I think, in a week on Saturday in the Scottish Cup. And Stirling County Cricket Club. Let me pause on that particular institution in Stirling, because I have an affection for that club. My son Jared played cricket for Stirling County, and I want to pay tribute, as did the member for Cardiff Central, to the people who make sport happen in our communities. I'd specifically like to mention Raymond Bond, who for years and years nurtured the talent of young people in Stirling to play cricket. It's people like Raymond Bond that I pay tribute to in my speech tonight. They are the people who make this country the superpower that it is when it comes to sport. And I think we should nurture that in our constituencies.
About people who volunteer and get things going. Would he also congratulate Amar Ashraf, who's the Community Engagement Coordinator for Cricket Scotland, who's doing an awful lot to bring young people into the sport in communities?
And beating England.
Cricket is a fantastic sport for developing so many of the qualities that one needs to be successful in any avenue that one would take in life. So I'm only too happy to join in that tribute. We should celebrate those who make sport happen, the volunteers, the coaches, the people who give selflessly of their time and their talents in order to foster the talent and the enjoyment of others in sport.
Kevin Foster, who must sit down before 9:48.